It is a wonderful time to be alive, and since we're all stuck at home and I can't provide the kind of content that I would have wanted to provide, seeing as I am not in Bimini where I intended to be during this holiday weekend, I thought I'd just do a get ready with me video. Dee Dee's in the background. Say hi, Dee Dee. Dee Dee's a little pressed because her hair hasn't been done in quite some time, but I fully intend to get dressed for Easter because, you know, why not? And yeah, so first things first, I'm gonna try out this sample primer that I got in my Avon packet. Now, I went to church a lot as a little girl. Ooh, bloopers. And I remember that, oh wow. A special shout out to all of my pen pals from Slowly. Thank you so much for writing to me, writing with me. I really appreciate you, and for those of you who may be watching this video right now, I appreciate you watching. So I'm just using all of it, and I don't think I need to use anything else because that was quite a bit of product just now. And we're also going to just do a little chapstick, moisturize our lips a bit. Okay, and you already know it's coffee time. Now, I'm not drinking anything too heavy today, just a little Folgers French vanilla cappuccino. Really good. So I don't know exactly what kind of look I'm going for, thank the Lord, but I don't have every single thing, so use what you got. I'm just gonna fill this in a little bit with a brown pencil. Now, some people struggle with deciding what they should do first, brows first or what. I just think do it. Do whatever makes you happy, makes you comfortable, or that's easiest, and then certain things you learn through trial and error. So for me, it just depends. But brows are very important when it comes to a lot of makeup looks, because, or just your face in general, because they shape your face. And it wasn't until I started paying attention to makeup that I realized how much of an effect your brows can have. For example, if they are too arched, it gives a more scary, a little bit more angry look. All right, why do I sound, who am I right now? Okay, so I just fill those in, and what I'm going to do is just outline them with a bit of concealer, an LA Girl Pro Concealer in medium beige. Hope this lighting is decent enough. Get a little bit on my brush, and I have my contacts in case you're wondering. Alright, I like to focus on under the brow. People do under the brow as well as over it. It's really dramatic, but the whole thing is you need to ensure that you blend it out. Now, that was a lot of concealer on my brush, and concealer acts like a magic eraser. So if you make mistakes and you have the right concealers, it's no big deal. Just like it never happened. Blend it on out. And so there we go. Gonna do the same thing on the other eye. So like I was saying, it all depends on the look that you're going for. Some people are going for a lot more dramatic looks, and therefore they use a bit more concealer. For me, I didn't use half as much as I did on the first eye, and that's because there was a bit less product on the brush. Does not matter. We're not going to see it anyway, because we're going to blend all of that out, and my brows are still going to stand out. So you also want to comb through your brows just a little bit. I don't believe in spending a ridiculous amount of time on my brows. Like, eyeshadow base that I've had forever. My soft ochre MAC paint pot did not make it out of Abigail, along with one of my absolute favorite brushes. Well, it wasn't just those, but it's a number of products. We shouldn't be touching our face this way, considering we're living in the time of Corona, but my hands were freshly washed. Otherwise, you can use a brush to do that. So I've decided to just go all out. Bright shirt, bright eye makeup. Like, why not? Why not? So I'm gonna take this milk pencil. I remember when this item was in such high demand. And it's like there was only one store in New Providence that had these pencils at the time, and every time you would go there, milk was sold out. It's okay. And so I remember, I think the one time when I saw it, I bought maybe 2 or 3 on the spot, because it was just one of those must-haves, because it brought me joy. Like, it just was fun to do at that time. And I was in college, and Facebook was not new, but relatively new, I'd say. Okay, this is not the right brush, but there we go, boo. So I have what you'd call, I think, hooded eyes, and so I don't have a lot of space or a really well-defined crease, and this is where people tend to do cut creases. We'll see what happens today. But I've always loved makeup. I would go into my mom's room when I was a little girl, and I would play in her makeup, specifically trying on all of her lipsticks. And of course, she would get upset about it and tell me not to do it, stop being womanish. Do people even say womanish anymore? And then my dad would say, oh, practice, practice, put those lips on and practice. So I've always had a thing for lipstick. I still do. I really do. I can't help picking out new lip colors all the time. And it's a struggle because sometimes when you have too many lip colors, it's hard to find ones that are different or unique. They all are kind of similar in a sense, but I just got 2 new ones the other day, and maybe I will end up putting one of them on for this particular look. I think I should throw some purple in there just because I love purple. Yeah, just makes sense. If I could choose another career right now, something to do besides teaching and writing, not that I would ever give up writing, don't misunderstand. I think I would definitely go into being a hairstylist and doing makeup. I actually love both. I've always loved both. Well, I mean, I technically am a hair braider, braids by Nakira. So I guess in a sense I've accomplished that as well. But makeup artistry and hair, like I'm pretty good with, really good, I think, or up to par with braiding. It's all the other hair type styles that I don't have too much experience with that I would do good to learn. So now we're going to switch it up. Go into another color. I'm not sure which one to choose. This is so hard. Anyway, let's see. Oh no, it's not the right brush for that, but I need a blendy brush. Now we're gonna go into a different color. Ooh. I like it. Like I always tell people, makeup is about blending. It really is. Well, first of all, you need, good quality products. And good quality doesn't necessarily mean expensive, because like I can pick up a bunch of Wet n Wild products in the States, of course, and have no doubt about the quality, the eyeshadows, even the foundation. I'm about to use some Wet n Wild foundation in a minute. Okay, so we got our oranges going on, and I feel like we have to darken up our crease just a little bit for some depth in this look. We have a lot of rainbow going on. Oh boy. So we need the brush. I must admit that being at home has given me a lot of extra time to do things that I was neglecting to do, like wash all of my makeup brushes. So So I think we're just gonna go back in with that purple. Darken that a little bit. A little darker purple to define our crease. Just a little bit. And we're not taking that all the way in. Ooh, that's really pigmented. So we have our crease done up. A looser blending brush. We just want to blend it out. Small circular motions. The object is not to see where one color begins and the other one ends. Okay. If you use the same brush, well, each brush serves a different purpose. But if you use the same one and it has color left on it from before, it's just gonna make all the colors, to make it all dirty. There's not gonna be any distinction between your colors. It's gonna make the look muddy. All right, so we can go ahead and do our foundation, I think. Well, when you're in doubt, just blend a little bit more. Great. And so that's what I usually have to do. But this works pretty well. Sometimes it's not about the product itself, it's about your application. So I just use this bit all over, especially to cover my blemishes. Okay, I think that's good. And then I'm going to use one of these silicone sponge thingies. And the reason I'm using this is because I find it presses. Because it's all about the technique I'm using to press the foundation into my skin rather than using a brush and just okay. Foundation is on. Great. Okay, so now we're going to put some concealer under our eyes. And I have a camouflage concealer palette. Now, I do have some other concealers, liquid concealers, but I feel as though the concealers in this palette are just, they're a lot heavier and they're ideal for what I'm trying to achieve. Sometimes I just use the LA Girls, which is decent. you know. But I'm going all out for y'all. Or maybe I'm going all out for the photos that I hope that I'm able to take. It's good. Now for our contour, I'm just going to use this LA Girls concealer in Chestnut, which of course is a darker shade than my actual skin. This is for our contour. I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit, which I haven't done in quite some time. And then of course, don't forget your forehead. Get myself. Oh gosh, it's hilarious. Okay. Contour brush. Subtle, yet it works, right? Now, like I keep saying, it depends on the look that you're going for. Some people do a really heavy contour. You know, they want their face to look sculpted. And that, you know, I can definitely get with. I understand. Okay. All right. So I'm not really gonna do much more than that. I am going to set my highlight with some Prep and Prime powder. MAC Prep and Prime. Like, this is one of the MAC must-haves in my opinion. All right, so like I said, I had to throw away a number of brushes, so I just have to use what I have. And we're gonna set that concealer. Now, I think a lot of people do baking these days. Or that's what it's called anyway. I don't really know much about that. Use my MAC Studio Fix powder just to set everything that we did, and then we can do our finishing touches. So once again, I'm just patting the powder to set our makeup. Oh my gosh. And if you hear any gurgling, yes, that's my stomach. I feel like I have to do a bit more blending of my eyeshadow, and that's fine. Usually, I always suggest checking your makeup in a variety of lighting. Right now, we're working with natural light, and when I'm actually preparing to go out, I will go and check it, or I will check how it looks in natural light as well as how it looks in a room with lighting. And the reason why I got this is because eyeliner and I are not friends. I always mess it up. There's always a chance that I'm gonna mess up my eye look at this point. And so I'm thinking that with having this, even though I do have angled brushes, perhaps this will help me out just a little bit with getting it a bit more precise. Oh, I like it. So I'm not doing anything too thick or too noticeable because I already don't have that much of a crease. I don't want it to cover. Oh, there we go. I blinked. I don't want it to cover all of the makeup. All the makeup I put on my lid. I don't worry about making mistakes anymore because I can just go over that and blend that out. Or you can take a Q-tip and wipe up the eyeliner before it has dried, but you know, this is real life and this is what usually happens when I do my makeup, and so I'm just gonna pretend like it didn't. You know, if I was a person who did eyeliner all the time, I probably would be a lot better at it, but I don't. Lots of times my makeup looks do not have eyeliner or do not include eyeliner, and that is intentional because I don't want to mess them up. But eyeliner just adds this definition, you know, that, yeah, it's perfect. So I'm thinking we should use some purple mascara. This I use to highlight most days, and so, or what I use as a highlighter, I should say, on my face, and I find it's also a great highlight for under the brows. I usually try not to blink with this either. Get some of that on there. I don't know if you can see it, if it's showing up. Is the lighting changing? Maybe I should turn the light on. I don't know. Okay, we don't need too much blush. It's just enough. It's a highlighter duo from Fenty. Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. Ooh. So I wanted to get Trophy, but then Trophy was like, whoa. And so I just didn't. It's like, Nikira. Just a little glow, because you gotta have that glow. Can you see it? Maybe you can, maybe you can. But you also don't want to overdo it. At least I don't want to overdo it. All right. And of course, the best part, lips. Now you know what? I'm going to do a little razzle dazzle for you. I'm going to put some mascara on my bottom lashes. This could be disastrous, but in the time of Corona, I feel as though you just have to live. It's not even noticeable. That's okay. Shout out to all the healthcare professionals and frontline workers who are doing so much to keep the world going right now. And a special hello to my darling sister. I love you, girl. You know. Yes, ma'am. I'm coming. That's my mama. I love her. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Pinup Plum. So this is the liner. And that was her letting me know that Sunday lunch is ready. So I'm really running late, guys. Oh. Ooh, that's beautiful. And so I'm going to go and eat Easter lunch with the family with my pretty blouse on because I can. Oh. Ooh. Oh wow. Didi, don't. Girl, you know I look good.